Dear scholars, today you are listening. Reach for the top. Reach for the top has been divided into two parts. Each part narrates the story of a different woman. These women rose to the top of the world at a very young age. The secret of their success was strong determination and hard work. One of them was Santosh Yadav. She was born in a small village of Haryana. She became the first woman in the world who scaled Mount Everest twice. The other woman who rose to the top of the world was Maria Sharapova. She became the world's number one in tennis. To have her training in tennis, she had to leave her home at the young age of 9. She had to struggle very hard in her life, but she never thought of giving up. Now she is a rich woman. She is reaping the riches of her hard work. Santosh Yadav is the only woman in the world who has conquered Mount Everest twice. She was born in a society where the birth of a son was considered a blessing. The birth of a daughter was thought to be a curse, but Santosh's family was a little different. They had 5 sons already, so they welcomed the birth of a daughter. She was born in a small village of Haryana. Her parents were quite rich. They had a lot of land in the village. Santosh was the only sister of 5 brothers. Even as a child, Santosh wanted to live life according to her own desires. She did not want to live a traditional sort of life. While the other girls in the village were traditional and Indian dresses, Santosh loved to wear shorts. Her parents had enough money they could send her to any of the best schools in Delhi. But then it was not the custom to send girls away from home. So she was sent to the village school when she was 16. Her parents decided to have her married, but now Santosh stood up firmly against it. She said that she would never marry if she was not given proper education. Santosh left home and joined a school in Delhi. She decided to work part-time so that she could pay her school fees. But then her parents agreed to pay for her education. After passing her high school examination, she joined Maharani College at Jaipur. She got a room in Kasturba Hotel. This hostel faced the Aravalli Hills. From her room, Santosh could see villagers going up the hills and then vanishing suddenly. One day she herself went to see who these people were. She came to know that they were mountaineers. When she met them, they encouraged her to become a mountaineer. A strong desire arose Santosh to become a mountaineer. There was now no looking back for her. Santosh saved some money and joined a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. After doing this course, she started going on a climbing expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Her willpower was as strong as iron, and her mental toughness was amazing. And just after 4 years, she was able to conquer Mount Everest. She was then hardly 20 years old. She became the youngest woman to achieve this feat. She did it a second time after a year. Thus, she set a record. She became the only woman who conquered the Everest twice. For her achievements, she was awarded the Padma Shri, which is one of the nation's top honors. Santosh Yadav impressed her seniors not only by her climbing skills but also by desire to help the fellow climbers. During the 1992 Everest mission, she shared her oxygen with a fellow climber and thus saved his life. She is a true environmentalist also. Once she collected 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas and brought it down. Maria Sharapova has always a ready smile on her face. She is fond of nice colorful clothes. She seems to be an ease-loving and delicate woman, but in fact she is very rough and hardworking. In 2004, she bagged the ladies' single crown at Wimbledon. The following year, she became world's #1 in women's tennis. She was then just in her teens. She won this title on Monday, 22nd August 2005. Maria took just 4 years to reach the top of the world in tennis. She was not even 10 years old when she was sent to train in the United States. Her father went with her, but she had to remain away from her mother for 2 years. Her father too could see her very little because he had to labor hard at his work. Thus Maria had to sacrifice a lot to gain excellence in tennis. I used to be so lonely, I missed my mother terribly, recalled Sharapova. Maria was very young at that time. She used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. They would wake her up and order her to clean the room. But Maria didn't lose heart. She became even more determined. She became mentally more tough. She learned how to take care of herself. Thus Maria had to struggle and sacrifice a lot in her life. But she thinks that her sacrifices were worth it. She says, I work hard at what I do, it's my job. Maria had begun the journey of her life from the frozen plains of Siberia. Her journey has touched the hearts of all tennis fans. Though she has lived most of her life in the US, she is proud of being a Russian. She says proudly, my blood is totally Russian. My blood is totally Russian. I'll play the Olympics for Russia if they win, if they want me. Like all teenagers, Maria is fond of fashion, singing and dancing. She loves pancakes, chocolate and fizzy orange drinks. She has now become quite rich, but few would grudge her riches. She says quite frankly, of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport. Tennis is a business and sport, but the most important thing is to become #1 in the world. That's the dream that kept me going. Thank you, dear brother and sister. Your presence is praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. Nice. Thanks to see all of you.